Hi, my name is Jagannatha. I'm going to explain a little bit of the material on the curriculum testing of the information technology quality assurance course. Anything I will give you is the audit process, the methodology of defect resolution, the technique of guessing errors, the guidelines for GUI testing, and the pressure testing guidelines. Audit process. According to the CBI, inspection of equipment, programs, activities, and procedures to determine the efficiency of the overall system performance is primarily to ensure the integrity and security of data. Audit purpose. An audit is carried out by a competent, objective, and non-partisan practical and auditor whose purpose is to verify that the subject of the audit has been complete or is running in accordance with approved and accepted standards, regulation, and practice. Audit type, namely financial audit, operational audit, information system audit, or information technology. And information technology audit is the process of collection and evaluating evidence to determine whether the computer system use has been able to protect the assets belonging to the organization, is able to maintain the integrity of the data, can help the achievement of the goals of the organization effectively, and use the resources that are on efficiently. Audit as aspect of information technology, audit as a whole concern effectiveness, efficiency, system availability, reliability, confidentiality, and integrity, as well as security aspect. Audits of process, program modification, data source, and data files. Information technology audits have benefits: measuring the level of efficiency of the system, identification weakness in the system that might lead to future inconsistencies, providing information for improvement process, information technology audit process, periodic audit, and final test audit. Methodology of defect reflection, defective resolution, quality assurance activity (TA). Disabilities need to be overcome with an accurately defined methodology. Artifacts. Faulty reporting. Defects can be detected during TA activities through various verification and validation performed on software artifacts, including information artifacts and code artifacts. Defects are internally detailed in report or directly inserted into the respective registry software or tools. Example: misinterpretation, missing computation, reduced item, not traceable, variable type incorrect, confusion items, document quality problems, reset testing. The process of testing software products after the changes are made to ensure that no new bugs are introduced as a result of such changes. This type of testing is essential for producing high-quality software products. Fault resolution procedure. 1. The defect was found during the QA activity performed on the software artifact. 2. The person who finds the damage will report it in accordance with the organizational procedures to report the damage. 3. The defect found are then analyzed. The damage analysis involves the following steps. 4. The defect is then allocated for correction, later given to the original author. 5. The assigned person makes the necessary correction to the artifact, resolve the damage, and reports the completion details back to the software project manager. The bug resolution register is updated with the details of fixing the bug, and the book is allocated for review. 7. The assigned person performs a peer review to ensure that all standards and guidelines are followed, that the resolution is appropriate for the defect. 8. After the review is concluded and defects are found in the review, if any, the defect resolution list is updated. 9. The assessed person performs a regression test to ensure that the damage is correctly repaired. 10. After the regression test is completed and any defects discovered during regression testing are closed, the damage resolution list is updated with regression test details. 11. If a defect is found during the development stage, the artifact will be released for the next software development stage. 12. If a defect is found during or after the extends the space, acceptance testing is carried out with the customer for acceptance of the artifact. 13. After the artifact test is complete and the artifact is received by the customer, the artifacts are sent to the customer. 14. The damage status in the damage resolution register is then changed to resolve. 15. Damage resolution process complete. The technique of gaussing errors. Gauge the mistake. Error gaussing is a software-based technique to gauge what error may occur in the code. This is experience-based technique in which the test analyst uses his experience to gauge the problem area of the application. This technique requires a skilled and experienced tester. This testing is part of the black box testing type and can be seen as an unstructured approach to software testing. The case for finding problems in software are written based on previous testing experience with similar application. The error gaussing technique does not follow certain rules. Application example. For example, if the analysis gauges that a login page is vulnerable to errors, then the tester will write a detailed test case by concentration on the login page. To design this case based on error gaussing techniques, analysis can use past experience to identify condition. Error gaussing technique. This technique can be used at all levels of testing and to test common errors such as insert an empty space in the next field, press the send button without entering a value, uploading files exceeding the maximum limit, invalid parameters, the search category is not available, or the data you are looking for was not found. Factor gaussing errors. The following factors can be used by the tester to gauge the error. Lessons from previous release. Intuition tester. Learn from history, previous defects, production tickets, review checklists. Application user interface, previous results, application risk report, data variation used for testing, general test rules. Gaussing errors usually has to be done after most of the formal testing techniques have been applied. Gaussing errors usually has to be done after most of the formal testing techniques have been applied. Guides for gaussing errors. Remember previously problematic areas. Enhance your technical understanding. Improve knowledge of the technical environment, server, operating system, database, where the application is hosted. Don't just look for errors in code, but also for mistake and ambiguity in terms of design, manufacture, testing, and use. Understand the system being tested. Evaluate historical data and test results. Technical procedures gauge error. Error gaussing is basically an intuitive and ad hoc process. Therefore, it is very difficult To give a well-defined procedure to this technique, the basic way is not force. The basic way is to first make a list of all possible errors of vulnerable areas in the application and then create the test case based on that list. Advantage of the technique of guessing errors, the advantage of error guessing area. Proved to be very effective when used in combination with other formal test techniques. It reveals defects that are unlikely to be found through formal testing. The bug predictor complements the formal test design technique. It is very helpful to guess the problem area of the application. Lack of the technique for guessing errors. The shortcomings of the error guessing technique include the main disadvantage of this technique is that it depends on the person and experience of the tester in controlling the quality of that case. It also cannot guarantee that the software has reached the expected quality level. Only experienced tester can perform this test. This cannot be completed by a new person. Graphical user interface guidelines. Scope of GUI testing. Graphical user interface testing (GUI) is a process of the testing the application's graphical user interface to ensure proper functionality according to specification. That involves examining application components such as button, icons, checkbox, colors, menus, Windows attack. GUI this barrier. The human factor is still a very subjective problem because the subjectivity of the usability bugs generally cause difference of opinion between the tester and the GUI designer. GUI designers often argue there is an element of art in a program by the person who made it, and a tester says there's something wrong and can be considered interfering with the interface. 7 good GUI criteria. Following standards of guidelines. Follow standards of guidelines. 2 intuitive. 3 consistent. 4 flexible. 5 comfort. 6 exactly or correct. 7 useful. Aspects that need to be checked to ensure the quality of the GUI. Spelling accuracy, label position, font color, font type, font size, color scheme, graphics, icon. Aspects that are validated to ensure the quality of the GUI. Execute multiple windows simultaneously, resize the windows, enable and disable, capital dialogues, models dialog, cursors focus. Thank you.